Hi guys, 'tis me. Here I am at Chicago Scientology. We need to, instead of calling it a church, we need to have a special name for it that starts with the C. Look at this lady. She wants to make sure. They always look around, these Scientologists, to make sure that we're not watching them. Hee hee. Hey, look who's coming. Look at this suspicious fella. Say hi. How are you? How was the trip?
All right.
Man, you flew on that thing. Yes, you did. I just got here. Give me hugs. Hugs, hugs.
Good to see you.
You too. So I just started.
Nice.
Yeah, there's no one on there, I don't think. Oh, there's one person. Isn't that cute? So a lady, kind of an older lady, walked down, and she was walking straight ahead as she's going by the Scientology door, and she goes like this, looks at me, and then takes it, like veers into the door.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
There's an Amazon guy.
I want to talk to people in the neighborhood and ask them what they think of this place.
All right.
Because it does seem to be a dark cloud. You know what else I want to do? Check the trash and see if they put a chain on it.
Same.
Right? Can you help me get my backpack on?
Yeah.
Hang on, guys. I have a bad shoulder, so I have to put it on this way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That way I can just not have to worry about it. Thank you so much. Wow, it's much easier with you. I'm like on the train. Thank you. All right, I'm so glad you're here too. It's a chilly day.
It is.
Do I want to?
I'm doing it.
Yeah, me too. I was like, I've been so caught up with the whole tooth thing.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's still not done.
Oh, really?
So March 1st.
Did you go there today?
I went, no,
Okay.
that was a different doctor.
Gotcha.
You get old and all you do is go to doctor's appointments.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a bunch of them. They just came out of there.
Interesting.
Want to go check the front door first, or you want to go look at the trash?
It doesn't matter to me. We can do either.
Okay,
You want to go to the front?
I do kind of.
All right, let's do
I
it.
want to see what's going on. Look at the Scientologists slithering down the sidewalk.
Guys, we're back here. It's day 4 or 5. I don't know what it is.
How many lives you've done?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
interesting.
This is 4 or 5.
So the thing told me to do vertical, not horizontal.
Yeah, vertical will get you more like advertising. Like it'll put you in the For You page before you have 1,000 subscribers, whereas you have to have 1,000 subscribers to get in the For You page with a portrait live.
I don't have any advertising.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Well, it will basically advertise it for you for free, basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, but I'm not qualified to advertise. Do you know what I mean? I'll show it to
Yeah.
you later.
It'll just make it so it shows up for more people.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, there's a little bit of traffic today.
Yeah,
So guess how many minutes it'll take them to turn on the speakers?
yeah. That's.
I'm gonna say 7.
I was surprised it wasn't already going.
Yeah, what time is it right now? It is 1:01, so I say by 1:08
Yeah, probably.
it will go on. Hello. Once again, curious, come in and start watching. Except for they won't let us in to start watching. There is no getting in. Till they see us. Can you?
Yeah, moving around back there. So yeah, guys, there's somebody in there.
They haven't done much with their decorations.
No.
Does anybody know what this language is? right here. Oh, they just turned it up. Yeah, so, wow, that was 1 minute.
Yeah.
20
Oh, and they just
million
shut the blinds.
sold. The #1 New York Times bestseller. So I heard that they had to do some sneaky things in order to get this, the
The bestseller.
Guinness Book of World Records record for the most published fiction author that LRH has. And they had their people, all the Scientologists, buying up books
No.
so that, yeah,
That's
so
funny.
it would make him. I guess it was a big, like, I just heard Aaron Smith-Levin mention it once that when he was there, it was a big movement for them to do, yeah, for everybody to start buying his crap. So I'm going to give those of you a little tour.
Guys.
So I have an issue with this poor people thing. My issue with the poor people, I am a hater. I am not a people hater. I'm a people lover. Except for one person. But he shall remain unnamed. Anyway, I feel that adults that want to make educated decisions about their lives and what, well, it's not a religion, what cults they want to join, that's up to them. But when they're hurting those among us who can't consent, that's when I have an issue. So people with mental illnesses under the law cannot contract, right? They cannot consent to certain acts that adults can that don't have mental illnesses. People with learning disabilities or developmental disabilities can't consent. And so I've read about some of the violence that takes place around Scientology buildings. Historically, people have been hired to do those things by Scientology, and a lot of times they're people who are not only desperate, but actually mentally ill or, developmentally disabled. I'm not sure what the right term is. To beat people up, to flatten their tires, to do the things that Scientologists do. I'm reading the chat, guys, and checking the garbage. So I'm guessing that they probably put a lock of some kind on the trash bin if they're watching the streams. If not, then they didn't. Has chat changed for everyone? What do you mean? Okay, so let's see. If anything around here has changed. Can you guys hear me okay? Will you tell me? Is the sound all right? So these adults, they're predators, right, in the sense that they definitely predate on those who are otherwise unable to defend themselves, like people that are born into the cult, like people that, are going through a really difficult time, people that might be having psychological or emotional issues, extreme ones. There's a lot of loneliness in this country. I read recently that loneliness is one of the #1 causes of death in people that are aging. And so loneliness is definitely makes people fodder for cults like this. Oh, thank you for telling me the sound is good. We're making our usual walk around the building, but you know what? There's never anybody in this little lounge. And I always think it's probably just too comfy and too nice They probably don't let anyone in there ever, unless it's like somebody from OSA or INT that comes to visit. They get to come. They get to sit in the cushy chairs. But otherwise, it's a no-go, guys. Nobody ever gets to go in there and have coffee or talk like a regular, like some other churches you may have attended. Did you guys see the sign? I love this. So, rather than say there is an electric church, an electric fence, they just tell you don't pee on it. Have you seen this before? So this is the back end of Scientology. This is behind the Scientology building, right directly behind their alley. And I wonder if this building is housing for Scientologists. So in Chicago, we cannot film residents. Here's our favorite sign about the gun again. And there are some pretty weird signs out here. Hold on. There's another one I want you to see. This is typical of Chicago. And they used to spray paint the mayor's name. They used to write the mayor's name on this sign. But I want to show you this. Yeah, no prescription meds, of course. So, they take somebody that might be schizophrenic or something, hire them to do a bunch of crap, like beat people up, sabotage their cars, and so on. And then they, encourage them to go off their medication. So they're even more, whatever, malleable, I guess. So, okay, target rats. Look at the face of this rat. That doesn't even look like a rat. That looks like a monster. Yeah, so for a while, Mayor Daley's name was on here. And so was, oh God, what was his name? The guy that his hair looks like Elvis that went to prison. Well, all of our governors have gone to prison, so, that doesn't help much. So I'm looking at the trash can, and I don't think it's locked today. So we'll see. If it's not a pickup day, Trashy, I'm sure we'll dig around in there. I didn't, oh wow, it's full. Ugh, I bet they planted stuff in there. I tried to find my gloves for him as I was running out the door, and I couldn't find a pair of rubber gloves, but I brought these wipes, these antibacterial wipes for him. Criminon, I don't know. I mean, full disclosure, I'm in a 12-step program myself, and none of the people I know would do anything like that. So maybe they train Criminon people to do that. Criminon. Those are criminals. Okay. I was thinking Narcanon or whatever the hell it's called. Criminon. I don't know. It's sad that they say they're trying to rehabilitate people, and they're, having them do crazy things that will send them straight back to prison. But isn't that how Scientology operates? Like, really, there is no concern whatsoever for anybody's well-being. It's all about clearing the planet. Effing the planet. Here comes my quick little friend. No, but the garbage is open and full.
All right, we'll have to check that out.
Yeah. I was telling him I looked for gloves. I have a big box of gloves, and I was going to bring the whole box, but I was late in running, and I couldn't find it. But I brought these wipes. They're for, they're antibacterial. For you. I brought a big package of them.
Cool. Did you bring gloves for yourself?
No, I'm not touching that. I can't.
I thought you were talking about like winter gloves.
Oh no, rubber gloves. Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't even think I have some. I should have brought
Me
some.
too.
Yeah,
I have a big, you know what? As a matter of fact, when this coffee's gone, I'll go get another one, and I'll ask the restaurant for gloves.
Okay.
They'll have them.
That'd be cool.
Thanks, Nicole. The only thing I want, so if anybody's acting stupid, that, personal attacks are not all right. So anybody who's doing something like that, just block them. I don't know how, and I don't have a moderator. So maybe that'll come down. If people are interested in these lives, that will come down the pike. Oh my God, my hands are freezing.
Yeah, if you want to use my gloves.
Oh, I've got some.
you got
They're just in my backpack.
If you see somebody that's like really engaging in your chat,
Yeah.
you can like tap their name and opt to make them a moderator.
Huh. TOA's mod.
Are you gelling? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you gelling? He would be a good mod. If he's in there, you can tap his name. And,
Okay. All you do is tap it. Okay, so are you gelling? Are you male or female? Not that it matters, but I'm curious. I'm so cold.
Think about it. Thanks, Lorraine.
Yeah, we're safe. We don't worry about stuff here. I'm telling you. Now watch the police come and beat us to death. But they just don't care about this shit. They have to answer to some extent. So I think they've been out here a total of 3 or 4 times. I wasn't here any of those times. And Trish and I have, if anybody's familiar with the National Lawyers Guild, they have publications for people that protest, and it tells all of the laws involved with this kind of thing, with auditing. And it's something good to have in our pockets, which we have for if the police arrive. But honestly, they have not. They come and they go. They go in, they talk to them, probably tell them you're nuts, and then they leave. They just smile at us and wave or whatever, and that's it, because there's real stuff to deal with in this city. Hi, Ellie. Don't steal my mod, please. All right, I'm finding you. Are you Shannon? Hey, Trash.
Yeah.
Did you learn anything good about NOIs this week when you were doing your studying?
I learned that Louis Farrakhan's house is in Chicago.
Yeah.
That's probably the most interesting thing I learned. A lot of it was just kind of learning how they think, and it's interesting to see them literally talk about hating the white man and how the white man is the devil and stuff like that.
Yeah, the white devil.
And it's interesting how open they are about it, I wouldn't be putting that as the face of my religion, but it seems like they kind of are.
And it's been like that forever, since the 60s.
And it's interesting that I looked up the origins of the NOI and stuff like that, and the founder of it is this very mysterious guy who nobody knows exactly where he came from. He just kind of popped up in his mid-30s, I think in Detroit or something, somewhere in Michigan. And nobody knows what ethnicity he was. Nobody knows where he ended up going. So it's he's a very ambiguous person, and I don't think they even know if he's black or white or what race he is.
Can you tell if he's not? I tried to make him not this guy.
Just made.
Are you gelling? I tried to make Are You Gelling?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Okay. So Are You Gelling? You're a moderator. So help me. If there are people that are being mean to other people. Where can you see?
Las Vegas.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. So my chat rules are just that people can't make personal attacks against others, or against me or the I don't like people making fun of each other or making personal attacks. So just that's all there is, really. I mean, if you can think of something else, feel free. If I think there's something going on that's not cool, I'll let you know. I trust you. I don't know you, but I trust you implicitly. And I will, after we're done today, I'll text you back. Are you gelling? I'll text you. I mean, sorry, I'll email you. No, thank you. I appreciate you. Hi, Ellie.
I got a lot of layers on.
I know we're on together, and I'm very excited as always to see my trashy, but it is really cold out today. Is it like it's 33?
Yeah, it's like I don't think it's gonna get over 32 today. Actually.
Right. It's freezing, which means it's pretty cold. But for us, I mean, in February, this is not even really
Pretty normal.
right.
Yeah.
If it's 0 degrees, then you're like really cold. But so this is just a little bit uncomfortable for your fingers and your nose and stuff. Do you want to go look at the garbage? I mean, want to go around the block yet? You tell me.
Let's do it. I'm sure there's much going on right now.
Hey, if this is blue, I don't normally buy these because I have all the reusable. If it's blue, does that mean it's almost dead?
No, it'll blink when it'll just die. It won't tell you when it's almost dead.
Okay. That tastes good. It's salty blonde.
Sounds good. I like the non-fruit flavors.
Me too.
Yeah.
And all you can find is fruit flavors
yeah,
now.
for real.
But there are 2 places in my neighborhood that have non-fruit flavors. That's very exciting.
It seems like not a lot of people carry their non-fruit flavors. I know there's a place right down the street from me that they're a smaller shop, but they only carry one non-fruit flavor, and it's nothing I'm really interested in. So I got to go pretty far away to get anything I'm interested in.
So I have to get I want to get a gimbal, and I'm going to get a battery pack.
Oh, yeah, that's a good plan. I've been thinking about getting a gimbal, but I haven't decided to yet.
Are they expensive?
I think they're like 50 to $100 for a cheaper one. For more expensive ones, they're like 150 to 300.
But you don't need a real expensive one, do you?
Yeah, probably not.
Just to keep it from shaking.
Yeah.
It would be nice to be able to zoom in without, because it's so hard to keep straight when you're zoomed.
Yeah, I hate using my fingers to pinch the screen to zoom.
Exactly. Especially when it's cold out
Yeah.
and your phone can't
trying
feel
to-
your fingers.
Yeah, or you're wearing gloves. Alright, so this is the back side.
Here comes a big cement truck. Wouldn't it be great if it crashed right into the wall of Scientology and filled up their nice little cafe with concrete? My grandpa used to drive one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, my uncle used to drive one of those.
They're so fun, but they say don't ever stop next to them in traffic because they're top heavy and they can fall over.
Yeah, that would be sketchy.
I did see a Barbie doll go in this door earlier.
Okay.
Do you remember when we walked past that place, bread company, and there was a big line?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, and we were saying, wow, why is there a line? I went in there for coffee,
Yeah?
and it's a bakery, and they have the best stuff, and I brought a scone in my backpack.
Oh, nice.
So it's got M&Ms in it. We'll share it.
All right.
No. I was listening to this L. Ron Hubbard talk, the very first teaching he gave on Xenu. And you know what he said? He said it was Zimu. The name of the overlord is Zimu. He goes, you could call him Zimu, And the stuff he made up, I've never heard the full extent of that story. It has the dumbest, the most ridiculous stuff in it. And the way he talks is super vague. So he's like, oh, you could, it was kind of like a DC-10, but no propellers, you know, and you could say it was like this or that, or you could say that they were like, but, you know, it's like, you can't even tell what the hell he's talking about most of the time. Yeah, right. Do you want me to go get some gloves for you?
No.
Do you want me to hold your camera? I can have us both on. That way you can put it on your channel. This way, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not the greatest cinematographer, but I think I can get you in the garbage. So, this is the infamous Trashy V12 BMW, and he is looking in the trash again. So hopefully we can find more evidence of child abuse. So do you guys remember last week when we found the Purif for kids? Last week we found a flyer. It was like junk mail advertising a Purif for kids. For those of you who don't know, a Purif involves taking toxic amounts of niacin, jumping on a treadmill, and then going into a sauna for 5 hours plus, okay? And this is a very dangerous, health-wise, very dangerous practice for children. Particularly, you know, these are not doctors that are doing it. They wouldn't know how to modify the supplements for weight or height or anything like that. And yeah, so these are non-doctors filling kids full of chemicals, and they're doing it, here's the greatest part, they're doing it because they're ridding the child, purifying them, ridding them of chemicals that are in their bodies. How many children do you know that are full of methamphetamine or heroin? Not a whole lot, you know what I'm saying? So, and I highly doubt they're vetted, except for if they can afford it, they can do it. So there you go. They're doing this with kids, and I have called DHS. I'll keep you guys posted on that. Of course, have not heard back from them yet. Again, it's Chicago. I mean, it's like any other big city. There's lots of stuff going on that the police have to really deal with. And, you know, DHS hears that it's a religious practice, and they really are reluctant to get involved. Yeah, I need to be modified too. Are you a Scientologist?
No.
Oh.
Do you know what this place is? Scientology is for nice people. I don't know what.
But like, I'm
This
asking.
is a separate program. This is a company.
Okay, got
We're a higher ed research consultant.
Okay, cool.
Oh, we didn't know that.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
It's a little. There's some odd things going on.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
trying
right.
to document what goes on here,
Yeah,
so.
you know, there's. You see things through the windows.
Yeah, no.
Do you really like what?
I don't.
People on treadmills and going,
Nothing like weird. But,
Yeah.
we did this-
yes.
we just did, 6 months ago.
Yeah.
We did this.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just gonna good for now.
I have a list of questions that I got from subs. What?
A bag of tobacco and rolling paper, so somebody here
Nice.
is being a true L. Ron Hubbard.
What's this?
Well, these are tracking or shipping receipts
Uh-huh.
with tracking numbers. So,
For what? Does it say? Print jobs.
Yeah.
Okay. Boy, if we could get a stack
And then
of those
There's this little card. I didn't really read it, but to sell and deliver.
to the public and get input, sell and deliver to the object is totally freed beings. Make it go right with green on white. You guys, what's green on white again? What are the green on white?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Well, it's the paper that they print on. Green on white means something, you know, red on white means something. Do you guys know? Is there any Are there any followers on here that are familiar with, I can't even think of the word, the L. Ron Hubbard edicts, and which ones are written green ink on white paper? Hi, Hillary Murphy. You're one of my favorite subs. Good to see you. Hillary helps me a lot with the research. I mean, the stuff that she was able to find on, yeah, both of us. She helps us both. You too, right, Trash?
Very helpful,
Yeah. The stuff that she's found on the Nation of Islam. Wow. I'm kind of happy to see me live. It's like I said, my fingers are really cold, but I feel a little nervous and like I'm not doing a good job. So just, if I'm talking too much, just say so. We're not scared out here, you guys. If you could see where we are, it's not that like you're 100% safe anywhere in the world, but as safe as we can be in the city of Chicago, digging through the trash, like what? Notice, no one is gonna look at us and say, hey, what are you guys doing digging through the trash? Do you need anything? This is pretty much something that happens all the time. And honestly, they don't even look. Okay, so we don't even have to hang out back here anymore. It's not even them. All right, let's.
I mean, not back there, back there.
Right. But apparently. Oh no. Let me see.
I assume there's something to do with,
What they see outside, or.
I don't know, some type of course or something that they're taking. They're very abstract and pretty non-specific.
Check it out, guys. These are drawings by kids. Look at the black cloud overhead, though. That's Scientology. See, Scientology is the black cloud overhead, over the nice kitties.
I think that's it, yeah. Oh, there's,
Man,
well, whatever that's supposed to be.
it's pretty.
Some type of wheel. And then, yeah, just some flyers.
Booming with
With
books. East US orgs bolt to the finish line. What finish line?
Yeah.
Is it the birthday game, or
Probably.
what does that paper say with the handwriting on it?
Third.
Group dynamic. That's what those are.
Mankind.
Fifth. These are the dynamics.
Okay.
Physical universe, spiritual dynamic,
Eighth.
and God.
Dynamic.
That's how they say, oh, it's a religion.
Yeah. These are, I don't know, pulling up papers.
Yep, these are exercises that people are obviously doing here. I wonder what, are the dynamics studied in The Way to Happiness? Does anyone know? I will hear from Serge about this for sure. He always tells me what we see. Like, he's the one that told me how awful it is that they have the children's purif and what they do.
Free calendar update from Flag.
We produced the attached February calendar. Ooh, is it in there?
I don't know.
I would like to see that. I'm sending it to you.
I'm sending it to you for your info and use with any of your public
Arriving for services at Flag.
So
Oh,
they're
so people
trying-
come from there to go there, yeah. Because they do the upper levels there. So I asked Mike Brown in a live. Oh, nice. I asked Mike Brown in a live, and he said this is this is a level 5 org, which means they can only do, I think, the first 3 maybe OT levels, but they don't do the upper levels.
Okay. Yeah, I heard somebody saying that missions, like, because this is apparently like a mission and not, I don't
Who
think...
told you that, though? Because I've heard different things from different
Yeah,
people. Do you remember?
Somebody in my chat.
In the
told
chat.
me that,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But they were saying that
Hi, guys. We're so glad you're here. Lord Zeno is here.
in the chat, nice.
Yes. Engrams entered the chat.
Oh, engrams.
Class 5 org can deliver to clear, so no OT levels. So one of my... Okay, so Liz Gale has an opening in your chat, they said, that explains.
Okay.
I asked Mike Brown, what is the difference between this org and that org, and what is the one in Chicago? And he said it's 5. Oh, now they're shredding?
Well,
You guys, check it
I
out.
found a bag last time that was shredded paper.
Oh, you
and
did?
somebody asked me to take it home and piece them all back together.
Okay, we'll get right on that.
Yeah, I told them if somebody pays me enough to like cover my time on that, I'll totally do it.
No Xenu in that trash, it says.
I mean, there's
Well, I could make a wish list, but I'll be completely honest with you guys. Like, I have never monetized anything, and I feel it's not, like most human beings, it's very difficult to ask for money, you know? And I always thought people that had Amazon wish lists were greedy. So I really will have to give some thought to that. I put up a fundraiser because I thought if it was on, you know, all my friends on Facebook and stuff, that they would be, maybe I would find some Scientologists that were willing to, ex-Scientologists. That might be a better route is what I'm saying. There is no difference, I understand. There's no logic involved. Just feelings. As Streets would say, feelings don't count. Thank you, are you? You guys, also I got some messages through the channel of people who want to come out and help us. So, and of course I always tell them, please do.
There's some type of Spanish promotion for a Valentine's Day event at the Chicago Org.
Okay.
And what is the edge of
Call Senora Rebecca Casano. 3011 North Lincoln.
So that's this location.
Yep.
Interesting. So they're calling it an org. So yeah.
Yeah, that's Mike said it is an org.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been confused about that, but yeah. Yes, we're in Chicago. This is Chicago. Woohoo! Here, hold on. We'll look around. We'll take one look around. This is lovely Chicago. You guys, I uploaded a video. It's not very long. It's maybe 10 minutes long. About the train ride on the way here for people who might be missing Chicago or never been here before. And it just shows some of the neighborhoods. First the loop, so all the skyscrapers and stuff. And then it shows the Chicago River and then the neighborhoods as we come out north toward Lakeview. And so if you're interested in that, that's on my channel. So it was uploaded right before we started this live. So yeah, if anybody in Chicago is interested in doing these strange things with us, definitely please come help. I have got to get gloves on, so do you. You're shaking.
No. I don't think there's that much more to go through.
Okay. God, this guy, look at what he's doing for you and for the cause. Oh my God. I'll bet you they put that there on purpose, right? There's probably like a dead rat or cat or something.
Yeah, right. I'm sure they're gonna put something in here.
Toilet paper, yeah. I mean, that's a whole bag of tissues. It's disgusting. But we did find the Scientology garbage, which is on the exact opposite side of the street from the front door.
This looks like it's
Okay.
combined with an empty vacuum bag.
Yes, well, both of us tried to get gloves before we came, and I was rushing and he forgot. So,
Hat folder.
what is it?
Hat.
Hat folder. So hat is like you know what that is, right?
No.
So hat is like, it's almost like a job. So now today, I'm on, classroom hat or whatever. I heard Laura FM refer to her music as her musician hat once. Hillary said, I'll bet he never thought he'd be putting the trash in trashy when he named his
really did
channel.
not.
Nope, that was pure serendipity. So Trashy, just so you know, I know some of you are saying that, you're an hour or so out of Chicago. Trashy comes from a long way away. He takes a metro train, then walks, then takes a brown line, then walks another mile. I take two, because I live in the city. So I take the green line to the brown line and then walk a mile to get here. So it is like, even if you can drive, it's kind of a gift, because you could drive, it would probably take you a shorter time to drive here from an hour and a half than it takes me to get here by public transportation, is what I'm trying to say. Are there no shops? I don't know. The way your stream is, I can't, you know how it disappears? Yeah.
I don't know how to change it. I've been trying to figure it out.
Thank you guys for fighting the good fight. Okay, I gotta put this phone down for a second because my hand is so cold.
No problem.
I gotta stick the left one in my pocket
Not too bad.
from that chatty bitch. This makes me sad. These kids things. Okay, so you got the 2020. Oh, this is 2023.
That's 2023. So
April.
I got two separate ones. That's an April one, and then there should be like a March or something.
Wait, is this really the church? The
Yeah, it's
pseudo church?
Yeah.
So they have karaoke night?
Apparently.
Yes, flag graduation on the 21st. Silver screen movie night. They're showing Willy Wonka. I wonder if Tom Cruise is jealous that it's not just constant, whatever his stupid movies are, mission. He was in a couple good movies, I have to say. Oh God, my hands are cold. The parking situation here is very simple, okay? I'm gonna show you. Look, it's very easy parking here. It's street parking. You pay over here. And actually, guys, I'm gonna walk around to the front. I've got to get gloves on or my fingers are gonna fall off. Hey, trash. I'll check out what you find later. I'm gonna run to the front, see if anybody's coming out. Okay. Yeah, I do. I have got a really warm coat, and I've got a really warm sweatshirt, and underneath a long sleeve shirt. I have two pairs of pants on. One is a pair of leggings that has Sherpa stuff in it. And so I should be warm, but it is not above freezing today, so I guess you can only be warm outside for so long. I have two hats on and two pairs of socks. And so I look like that kid from that Christmas Story. Not quite. If it gets any colder than this, though, I'm wearing a ski mask. See how they like that. I have a down coat on, no snow pants, but I do have two pair. Oh my God, it's getting cold. And we are coming upon the front door of the Church of Scientology. So it has two, I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but in Chicago, Scientology has purchased a building, a big building in a much swankier neighborhood. Like, it's not far from here, but it's closer to the Loop and closer to the lake. And it's a nice swanky building, big beautiful building. And from what we can tell from the windows, they've done a really nice job, as usual. They get their whales to pay all these millions of dollars, so they rehab it in only the best ways, all that marble, and my Italian relatives love that shit. So anyway, they've been trying to move in there, but what my understanding is that they don't have the appropriate complement of staff members to move in. And this is my working theory about the relationship between the Nation of Islam and Scientology. And if I disappeared, they did it. I think what they did was Scientology, for whatever reason, Louis Farrakhan took a liking to auditing. They're pretty clear when they speak in public, they meaning Nation of Islam, when they speak in public that they have no interest in any of the Xenu stuff. They call it the theological part of Scientology. They are only interested in auditing and the so-called freedom you get from that. Freedom from your own will. So because Farrakhan took a liking to it, he told his followers, some of whom, that they should... Hi. That they should, hold on a sec. Are you a member of this organization? Oh, where are you from? Where? Where are you from? Oh, Ukraine, really? Wow. How long have you been here?
How long have you been in the city?
Bye. They can never speak English. Quote, unquote, air quotes. But anyway, for Scientology, it helps them to have boots on the ground so they can, get their staff together to open up their ideal org. And that's my running theory, is that for Scientology, they just need butts and seats and boots on the ground to open their ideal org. And that's why they are training auditors from the Nation of Islam. For the Nation of Islam, honestly, it took me a long time. I thought a lot about this, and I cannot figure what's in it for them, except if Louis Farrakhan, which it's been printed that he has a sincere interest in auditing, that he thinks it's beneficial, and he wants some of... there's got to be a financial reward in it for NOI, but I'm not sure how that works yet. Obviously, they're not open about it. Who is going to do lives today? So, okay. Yeah, everybody likes money, right? You find that out. But yes, Louis... See, Chicago is the home of the Nation of Islam. We've talked about this before. And I know that Scientology is being pressured to open that ideal org. And all we saw the day they had the seminar, so-called seminar, to train auditors were Nation of Islam members. That's when we interviewed Daniel. That's when Trashy interviewed the other guy whose name I don't know. And they were more than happy to talk. That's the thing. The white people don't want to talk. Because they tell us here either go away, get out of here, you can't film here. That's what the Barbies say. Or come in to their people, get in here. They stick their head out and they say, like, get in here. Which is amazing, talking to other adults like that. Or they say, I don't speak English. A lot of them say that. We don't speak English. Thank you for supporting from South Africa. I'm so grateful that you guys that anybody is interested in this, because I shared in a video about why it is I'm interested in doing this. I was never in Scientology. I don't know any people that were in Scientology. Although it's interesting, I have this elderly neighbor. He's 82 years old and he's from California originally. And he has still a lot of friends that are in Scientology. They're public. They're not Sea Org members, but they're in there. These are old people and they're still in Scientology. And they do complain about the current management, or the current direction, I guess, that the organization is going in under David Miscavige, but they're still dedicated to Scientology. They still take classes. Some of them are in the San Francisco. Most of his friends are in the Bay Area, but some are in LA too. And they still take classes. You know, they do services, still giving money to the pseudo church. Okay, so we are in Chicago, for those of you who haven't seen. So there are two signs here. The first sign says Church of Scientology, and it has those weird double things right there. But see above there, in the top of the building, what we were told is there are a bunch of Russians that are living up there. I mean, this is a nice neighborhood, and this place looks like a slum. Like look how it's kept. I mean, maybe it's hard for you to see. They've got that's not even legal heat that they have in this apartment. Open windows in the winter. Okay. And yeah, so we were told by neighbors that there are Russians living up there, and they're the same ones that when we first came down here, all the windows were open. They now have paper and curtains, and in some cases, blinds. But we were told that there's a big group of Russians living upstairs, right up here. Here's one of their big ass cameras that nice Barbie is always looking at. And the Russians are doing the Purif, and you used to be able to see them running on the treadmills and going into the you know, what do you call that? In the Purif? Sauna, yeah. So, and here's the other sign. Do you know what the meaning of this symbol is?
I don't, but I know there is some meaning.
Does anybody know what this pyramid is? And also, here's the second sign. Hubbard Dianetics Foundation. This is a woman that does not speak English. That was weird. Okay. So this is part of the Scientology building. I'm going to step back a little so you guys can see it. And then there's the end of the building. Up here, these are like offices, not residences, I don't think. It looks like classrooms, not offices. And here, again, these are the residents up there. Tell me if you can see what I'm talking about or not. No, just tell me if you cannot. So here is the back door of the Thieves of Scientology. I think I recognize her. Maybe not. No. This is the door, 3015 North Lincoln. Even though they say their address, see the door to the right inside here goes right into the Scientology part of the building. So they can come in either in this door here, but you need the password, the magic word, or they can go in the door that's right under. Oh my God, I love the Netherlands. A very good friend of mine. Are you a Scientologist? No. A very good friend of mine was from the Netherlands, and she always said it like Netherlands. I just found out I'm Norwegian. I was raised like an Italian, you know, because there's so much like pride in being Italian. My oldest son, Ben, was hilarious. He was my oldest son. He passed away in 2018. Amazing kid. Really bright light, really smart. And he was so proud that he was Italian. And he's like black hair, white skin, blue eyes. And it turns out I'm only 17%. And his father was English and Irish. So he's like, very little Italian, but boy, was he Italian in his mind. Okay, so teach us Russian if somebody knows. Teach us. Oh no, she's from the Ukraine, she said. There's a lot of smoking here too, among the Scientologists, which you don't see too much anymore. Smoking.
Not smoking,
A lot of them smoke, and we scare them away.
That Ukrainian lady we talked to, she was going out for a smoke earlier.
Oh, thank you, Amber. That's sweet. Thank you very much. So I have all these questions, you guys. I went through all your comments and I wrote them down in a notebook. And I'm waiting to ask. Here they are. I'm going to tell them to you.
Are you going to like a class or something? It's just a cold, so you don't want to get involved.
Okay, so from Ken I have, how many Scientologists are there worldwide? How many Scientologists worldwide?
Worldwide?
From Freak, how do you feel about excessive fundraising as a public, I guess? And do you know that the child purif is abuse? From Wasn't To, where are all the returned Scientologists, which is really funny because, you know, their tagline is, "We come back" in the Sea Org, and yet they never do.
Those wash hours,
Helen, how joyful are you? Answer silently to yourself, which is my favorite part. Lori, shout out Upper OT Info, which actually none of these people should know, so that's an awesome idea.
worldwide.
Of course, I've been creating my own reactive mind and I'm not going to do it anymore. From Pistol, if your wife or daughter was assaulted the way Danny Masterson's victims were, would you want the police involved? Yeah. How many? Yeah, that's about it. How many Scientologists does it take to change a light bulb? We don't know because there aren't enough. Thank you, Hillary. Yeah, that was a real shock. He was such a good kid. I'll post a picture of him one day. I have four sons. I was destined to be a boy mom. I loved it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Hello. Hi, Shannon. Keep up with the important work. Thank you, Linda. Please stay safe. Yeah, we're not scared here. Okay, the light bulb answer. Do you want to hear it, Trash?
Yeah.
It's one to change the light bulb and one to hold the cans. Yes, I am buffering. It keeps telling me I'm getting kicked out.
It's probably something they're doing in the building.
Sneaky geniuses.
Is my stream buffering at all?
Well, shoot, now I forgot what someone asked me.
Yes.
Oh, did they make their babies cry and not comfort them? Okay, this is, you guys, Aaron one time was talking about assists and that grounding exercise they do where they say, touch the wall, thank you. Touch that picture, thank you. Touch your nose, thank you. Stuff like that. And it's supposed to ground you, right? So that you come back. No, it's not their music. It's a car behind us. They're playing their, they don't play music usually. They they play this stupid TV channel that's all Scientology all the time. So those assists, right? There's one that they do for babies who they want to sleep. And they say, and I heard this on Aaron's channel, and it was much funnier the way he said it. But he said, they say, lay that baby body down in your crib. Thank you. Relax that, lay that baby body down in that crib. Thank you. Lay that baby body down in that crib. Thank you. And that's supposed to make their kids go to sleep. Yeah. This is part of it, of TR, training routines. Daniel? There's people sneaking around places. No, there's nobody. There are very few people, very few Scientologists, which is why they have to go and, grab the Nation of Islam people. But I will say, no, I won't. I'm afraid I'll disappear if I do, so. Okay, it's also known as a locational. That's right. That's right. Locational. For dynamic signal. Self. Sex, family group, mankind. That's in the 1, 2, 3. Oh, so that's this thing. So here's what we saw. What did you do with that, the kid stuff?
I've got it.
Can I see the list of dynamics?
You want to pull it out?
Sure. I'm not going to show anyone what's in your bag. Is it in another bag?
It's in the pocket closest to my back. So like.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You're so organized. Oh, here it is. Way up here. Okay. Do you mind if I just...
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh my gosh. My fingers are so cold,
We're
I
back.
can't move them. Hi. We're never going away. The post lady said, you're back. We are permanent fixtures on this corner. Okay. For those of you in my stream that didn't see all this stuff, I'm not going to go through it all. How are you? Be careful in there. Cult energy. Okay. She's so nice. She says hi to them. This, I don't know. This is in Mexican. I'm such an idiot.
See you.
See you. Take care. All right. I want to see this. All rights reserved. Scientology is a trademark and service mark owned by RTC. Okay. Yeah, they have kind of an interesting. My specialty is in corporate litigation, and they have very interesting way of setting up their corporations to insulate one another. Okay, so these adults in little people bodies drew some pictures, and I know that there's somebody that's going to see this that will know what this means. I think it's cute, but I have 4 kids, and I loved every damn thing they brought home. Amy, some of this cult, I'm sorry to hear that. Were you born in? If anybody knows what these things might represent, please let me know. And then finally this. Does anybody, so Amy, for example, Do you know what is taught in the road? What is it called? The Way of Happiness?
snowing there? No,
The
it's
Way
not
to
snowing.
Happiness? It snowed out by me this
Oh, did
morning.
it?
Not snow, but like
Yeah.
flurries.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to show you. Dear Frank.
Bless you and
I love that name. Okay. What's Frank's last name? Bridge, Director of Bridge Control, FSO. Huh. Okay.
So would that be like an official here at this building?
FSO, yeah.
Okay.
And Tanya Stahl is the Director of Bridge Control, FSO in Flag, Clearwater, I guess.
Interesting.
All right, so
All right, guys.
these are dynamics.
So
Oh my God, my back. So old. So here's group dynamics. Third group dynamic. Fourth is mankind. Oh, so the third dynamic is group. Fourth is mankind. Fifth is all living things. Sixth is physical universe.
Bridge control. If anybody wants to try to look at those.
Seventh is spiritual dynamics. And the eighth, of course, is God. So I've seen those before. I mean, okay, let's see. Who is this? The Manual for Life. L. Ron Hubbard's Advanced Clinical Course. Lectures. Books make booms, guys. Successes. Wins, you might say. We don't have to call this Scientology. We call it Scientology so it'll have a label. We would do much better if we simply said life. Do you see? We can do things with life. We can also patch up places where life has fallen down a bit in the business of livingness. I love when they say livingness, helpingness, truthness, and make it live better, right? But if we called it life and not Scientology, you'd have a better understanding of what you're doing, what you're attempting. It's an oddity that anyone would have to learn to live. It's an oddity, that's for sure. You're really not learning to live. You're unlearning enough so that you can live. Do you see that? All great truths are simple truths. L. Ron Hubbard. Right, if only you knew what a truth was. If I gave up trying to solve any problem, I just went in course and studied the next lecture, and there it always was, the answer I was looking for. Who is this person? Every win and cognition grow had on the chronological study was beyond anything she would have believed possible. So she's Norwegian too. She's been a Scientologist since 1978.
Jeez.
I know. So yeah, this lady, it's not interesting, or I'd read it to you, is talking about her life experience in Scientology because it doesn't make any sense. If it made even a little bit of sense, I would read it to you. It does not. And booming with books. Eagle Line, your East US. We're not East US. Must send them out to everybody, right?
Yeah.
East US Newsflash.
Hi, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to put this back in your backpack. Yes, LRH had a way of saying absolutely nothing with as many words as possible.
I wanted to say something to that lady, but I don't know what the hell to say to her.
Which one was she? Someone we know?
No, she was somebody new that I have just seen walk in there.
Okay, well, we'll get her next time.
Yeah.
We'll ask her, how many Scientologists are there worldwide, man? Is it
Yeah, how
growing or
many-
is it shrinking?
How many do you think?
Are you expanding or are you imploding? So have you been watching the Pudel
Yes.
auditing a restaurant?
It is hilarious.
It is. I wonder how much of any of this Danny Masterson hears. So I watched this live this morning with a guy. I don't know his name. I've never seen his channel before. And he was in prison for a long time. And he said that he knows someone who's a CO in the prison where Danny Masterson is, and that all that stuff about Danny Masterson asking to go to the R&R for a psychiatric evaluation, because he was suicidal, was all not true.
Really?
And that he's been out on the yard. So he's not, so he's in a one-man cell, a one-person cell. And he is not allowed to go into the yard with other people yet, but he's absolutely on the floor. It's a special needs floor though, so it's not like the regular people, because they said that they would just tear him up if he was allowed out.
Yeah, I remember his lawyers asked that he could be put in a cell by himself, or solitary confinement or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Everybody starts out that way, in the system.
Okay.
Because they have to do all their evaluations of whether or not they can get along with other people, what their gender preferences as far as partners goes. Of course, what their paper is. Are other people going to want to target them? All that stuff. So they review all that. They interview. They have a psychiatrist do evaluations. They have psychologists and social workers. They have. I know this because I've had clients that have been in prison, they, what else? Oh, they ask you what your preferences are and what your habits are, if you have a history of drug and alcohol abuse, stuff like that.
Yeah, Erica, she did say that Danny Masterson is in the special needs unit in the prison.
Yeah. How's Sarah Wells doing? Okay. Amber, you know people here?
J.D. DeLay? No, I was just talking to myself.
Those sci-fi books of L. Ron Hubbard's Dalton are so awful. Have you ever picked one up? Long ago, I read one in a library. I picked it up and started reading it. It was horrible. Yeah, you know what? I read in a biography of L. Ron Hubbard that when they opened Flag, he said I don't know if it was Flag. When they opened one of the big churches, when they were cutting the ribbon, he said to the person next to him, "Let's sell these people some blue sky, a piece of blue sky."
Is being used against them, if they feel like their information is secure, that they give up in auditing.
Are they aware that they're being recorded?
Yeah.
Are they aware that their auditing sessions are recorded?
Yeah, guys, we got some good questions for them.
But there were people definitely from Scientology coming out of that entrance, so they must share a back door. Remember? We've seen them come out of that.
I don't specifically recall seeing them.
You don't?
I remember seeing them come out of that green door that's closest to that dumpster.
Yeah.
But that is a separate building from this thing.
From right here?
From that black one.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't talking about that.
Yeah,
It's just
that green and blue section.
Yeah, we've seen them come out of there.
Yeah.
So maybe there's just a hallway back there or something.
There's definitely rooms that connect back there.
Yeah. Wait a second, because we saw them doing the Purif on the first day.
Yeah, the Purif is in that one room that's in the shop on your left, and then the shop on your right, they've got they've got like a room. I got some footage kind of inside of there. They've got like computers and office desks and stuff like that set up.
And that's the place that has the paper with the curtains over it?
That's the one with the blue curtains.
The blue ones. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Hello. It's funny though, a lot of people say, you know, get signs so the people in the neighborhood know why you're there. They know why we're here. You don't, I made a sign and then I decided not to bring it because first of all, we have a million things to carry and it's a long walk and it's a lot of trains. And also it was like, everyone knows. They say, you know, people seem to know. I'm gonna go down here.
I'm working on making a flyer to hand out to the Scientologists or people who look like they're involved in Scientology.
Yeah.
I'm probably not gonna get a whole lot of them printed, but
So are they the ones that I sent you? Those flyers?
The OT courses?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, I might get a few of those printed actually, but I did want to share some of that. And that's actually some of the documents I was reading where I got some quotes from like L. Ron Hubbard and stuff.
Oh,
like
you
that.
did look at the QR code?
Yes.
And
Yes,
it is what it says it is?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So what does it have in it?
It's got all the OT levels up to OT8.
No way.
It's got like the course information.
Oh God, I
everything you have
gotta look
do,
at that
like,
stuff.
Documents that you have to fill out and stuff.
Right.
It's a really nice PDF document that somebody put together. I think
Well-
that guy might. I don't know. We'll see.
Yep. Well, the thing is that I feel conflicted about handing out Scientology shit because I don't believe in any of it.
Yeah. No.
On the other hand, you are taking money away from Scientology by doing that, I think.
Yeah. I think the OT thing is good because you take money away from them by handing that out.
Right. And also, I mean, just for myself, I would like to know that stuff.
I really wonder if they have a patent on the e-meters and if you couldn't just reverse engineer some e-meters and sell them for super cheap to like undermine Scientology's business.
I mean, I heard the kids are making those.
Are they?
That's what they said.
I saw like Jessica Pomodessa made a fake e-meter and did like fake e-meter sessions outside of the Scientology center.
But I mean the ones that Scientology sells that the kids use
the
to
kids
put
assemble.
them. Yes, yeah. I mean, it's just a junk. It's like there are two aspects of a lie detector that are included in it, right? I'm sure you know all this much more than I do.
But yeah, it's like the skin resistance
Yes.
and then perspiration or something like that. They can pick up on it.
Although Aaron said in one of his shows, he said anybody who's ever used an e-meter knows that it's not just skin. It's, you know, that it picks up things that are deeper than that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Daniel, the trouble with the Xenu thing is many staff in Sea Org have literally no idea what that is, as they haven't got to OT3 Wall of Fire. So to some Scientologists, the Xenu thing is unknown. That's why we wanna tell them the clear cognition, and we want to, if somebody will listen to us for long enough, we want to tell them the Xenu story.
Yes.
But they don't listen, typically. You guys, there is a flyer out there that has detailed information about all of the OT levels, and it's free. And you can hand it out at your Scientology orgs if you want. Science of Survival. Yeah, that 1.1 on the tone scale is pretty damaging. Good for you for leaving, Daniel. That's some bull crap. I wondered if you were listening to any of the this controversy around Discord. Have you
No.
heard any of that stuff? I just wondered. I've been on I signed up for Discord when it was first out because you were able to get notifications of any SPTV. It's when there were only a few channels,
Yeah.
and they would notify you, right, of SPTV stuff coming up, and it was useful. Now there's so many. All you have to do is turn your TV or turn on YouTube.
Yeah.
But then I guess it turned into kind of a gossipy, nasty cesspool where people were gossiping and very nasty things. And Marilyn Honig just did a live about some things that are going on there. Did you hear any of that?
No.
It's just gossip, but we can talk about it later.
Yeah.
So did you come from, you didn't skate all the way out here, right? You took the brown line?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I have to fix my sleeve because I'm cold.
Even with these gloves on, I think you're still feeling a little chilly.
Yeah. bevs.
Yeah, they're kind of work. There you go. You're unmuted.
Can you hear me now?
The mute thing is the middle one right there.
This right here?
Yep.
I gotta put a new screensaver on. Guys, can you hear me now? Hello? Yes.
I'm gonna head back to the corner.
Okay, we're back.
No, they have Lime scooters with seats on them.
I know, for Uber, right? I'm like, man, I'm gonna take...
Yeah, it is Uber, yeah.
Uh-huh, and you can take them to... They have Lyft ones out in the burbs. I want to take that back to the L.
I know.
We can race.
Yeah.
Did I tell you I got an e-bike this year?
No, that's cool.
Man, I love that bike. It's got a really loud horn, like a car horn on it.
That's cool.
It's amazing. I put, headlights. I have all these mirrors all over. I wear a skater hat, a skater helmet.
Nice,
I mean, I love that thing.
Yeah, I got a friend with one, and I'll go longboarding bike trails sometimes, and he'll come with, and he keeps up with us and
Oh, yeah.
flies past us.
Mine does, well, so how fast do you think you can skate? Excuse me. Hello. Are you in the Church of Scientology? Do you speak English? How many Scientologists are there worldwide? Do you get sick of their asking for money? She shook her head as soon as she saw us. Okay, good. Doesn't the Purif abuse children? Why are you so secretive? Let's see where this person is from. Colorado. See, most of the out-of-state license plates are... Oh, it's a disabled veteran from Colorado, and she is going to get hit if she keeps driving like this. She doesn't know how to drive in a city.
Nice.
Did she say anything?
Nope, said nothing.
She was just going...
I asked her if she thinks that the information that she gives up in auditing is secure, and she just didn't say anything.
Yeah, I mean, do they know that they're being recorded? I'm sure they do.
Oh, yeah. How's it going, man?
You want this? When I have to throw it out on the A2 because brand new, I sell them for downtown. My truck is full. This is what I got left over. I left them 4 or 5.
No thanks. We're on public transportation.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Hey, I know.
But thank you.
You too, man. Have a good day.
Don't you want that for your girl?
Honestly, I'm sure my girlfriend would appreciate that.
Yeah. But what a clown you'd look like carrying it on the L. I mean, someone would probably sit next to it and start talking to it. Have you ever been in there? I wonder if they have coffee. Did they have... I want good coffee, though. I had crummy coffee on the way here.
You said you got it? Or did you get coffee from that place you got the scones at?
Yeah, but they didn't have, like, the kind I wanted. Like, I had a taste for something sweet. If you look in the comments, Serge usually comments on my videos, and he also uses my videos in his lives sometimes. And he's such a broken heart. Makes me sad.
I would have taken it, but I do have a long journey back, so it would have been an even longer journey with that.
Yes. Looks like my bike. My bike is white. She saw us and decided to cross the street, which you see people, Scientologists, doing that all the time. And they also go out the back door when we're here. We haven't seen any kids go in or out today, which is a good thing, but they're in school. How many do you have?
50 going right now.
I have 60 and 102 likes.
Nice. Yeah,
How do you have 60 people and 102 likes? That's right. Keep pressing it.
How's it going?
Press it over and over and over again, guys. Feels
we're
good.
To protest Scientology.
Good.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
with you
man.
guys.
Thank you.
Do you,
I went to Pioneer Road to Scott. We were being next to him.
do you? Oh, you work there? Do you
yeah,
live in the
so-
neighborhood too?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know why these guys are there.
No.
I don't want to put it on camera, but I'm
No.
just supporting you guys.
Thank you,
Yeah,
man.
they're awful.
Appreciate it.
I love when people stop and then they say they don't want to be on camera. It's
I
like,
know.
this is alive, dude. If you stop, you're going to be on camera. Whether you stop to insult us or, you know, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
You're on
yeah.
camera. Just having them know that we are here and they're going to be on film coming and going is
Yeah.
enough.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be standing in this cold ass, you know, cloudy day. But I do think we're doing some good just being here, talking about it. So yeah, guys, I mean, share our videos once they're up, and you know, like them. I don't know. That's what they say to do because then more people will see them. And if that's the case, do it because look at this church. Look how beautiful that is. Trash, do you know what denomination this church is by any chance?
It's Catholic.
Beautiful. Just gorgeous. You guys, I want to thank you, all of you, whoever subbed. I really appreciate it. I just did not ever imagine that just being here to back up trash and, you know, keep filming and let Scientology know we're not going away, right? I never imagined that. You know, I have 700 subscribers, and I told a friend of mine that today, and he laughed at me on the way here. He said, how many subscribers do you have? And I was so proud. I said, 700. And he laughed at me because, you know, some people have millions or whatever. And I'm so proud of my 700 subscribers. I am absolutely thrilled because those are 700 people whose lives I touch, and that makes me feel really good. So thank you for having the faith in me and for standing up to this cult with me. I've never been in, but like I said before, I read a newspaper in the late 80s when I was in San Francisco looking at property, and it told the Xenu story, and I think it was the first time it had ever been published. And I thought, this is so crazy. I laughed. I really wasn't sure if it was correct. I thought this must be a mistake or it's satire or something. But indeed, it is not. So then years later, I don't know how I happened on Aaron. Years later, after experiencing some pretty intense, I don't know, trauma, I guess, myself, I started watching Aaron because I could see, that he was somebody that was dealing with trauma and that his guests were too. And I really relate to that and really feel for them, you know, and I felt like maybe I have something to add about trauma. And my plan, you know, let me know in the comments if you guys are interested. My plan is to start doing interviews with people who talk about trauma treatment. Actually, the trauma treatment that has scientific proof that it works. I would very much like to start interviewing people like that, and also people who have experienced trauma in between the times that I can come down and do the audits. Let me know in the comments if that's something that's of interest to you. I'm gonna look at oh, this is a New Jersey plate, which means it could very well be Scientologists. And if it is, these are kids. So I'm gonna wait and watch. So yeah, tell me in the comments if it's something you would be interested in. I'm gonna see if we can see these windows, they sprayed. This is where they're doing the Purif again, and they sprayed the windows. Put paper, and there's also some drywall and some press board here. See this? Some boards, and then some lovely blue, I don't know, curtain or paper. And yeah, it's all to keep us from seeing what they're doing because it's so secret. They have the secret. Ask them, they'll tell you. I'm following these people. I have a weird feeling. If you haven't noticed, Pockets is between the two exits of Scientology. And I'm hoping they're getting business at least, because this thing's been here a long time. And it says it's fast food, but it's not. It's better than fast food. So let's see, I'm gonna have to end this pretty soon and charge. Well, I was not invited to interview with DOA, but Trashy was, and I was so looking forward to it, but it just got delayed. He's still going to do it, and I can't wait to see it. I'm very excited for him. He's a really good guy, smart and hardworking, and a big heart. So I'm very excited to see him on DOA. Trash, do you have a day for DOA yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Sometime next week.
Okay, sometime next week, guys. So my battery's dying.
Would you like to charge it?
Let's go. I got to go get a coffee or something.
Okay.
And warm up a little bit. I'm going to end my stream for now and then charge the battery and then start a new one.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, guys, thank you again. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And to you, thank you so much. You're my first moderator, and you are the bomb. So thanks a lot, guys. I will be back. Bye-bye.